From a small West German town to the heart of German politics, Friedrich Merz has lived a life of ambition, controversy, and influence. A staunch conservative, a sharp critic, and a key player in shaping Germany's future, Merz's journey is as complex as it is compelling. But who is the man behind the headlines? In this video, we explore the life, career, and ideology of Friedrich Merz, a figure who continues to shape the political landscape of Germany and beyond. Joachim Friedrich Martin Joseph Merz was born on November 11, 1955, to Joachim Merz and Paula Sauvigny in Brilon, North Rhine-Westphalia, then part of West Germany. Friedrich Merz is a Roman Catholic and was raised in his mother's family home, Sauvigny House, in Brilon. His father was a judge and a member of the CDU. His family belonged to a locally prominent patrician lineage in Brilon and had French Huguenot ancestry. The Huguenots were a religious group of French Protestants who adhered to the Reformed Calvinist tradition of Protestantism. His maternal grandfather, Joseph Paul Sauvigny, was once the mayor of Brilon and a member of the Zentrum Party from 1917 to 1933. The Zentrum Party, officially the German Center Party, also known as the Catholic Center Party, was a Christian democratic political party in Germany. It was most influential during the German Empire and the Weimar Republic. Formed in 1870, the party successfully resisted the Kulturkampf, a campaign waged by Chancellor Otto von Bismarck against the Catholic Church. However, after leaving the Zentrum Party in 1933, Joseph Paul joined the SA and later in 1938 became a member of the NSDAP. But according to his family, that was by no involvement of his own. After completing his Abitur in 1975, a qualification awarded at the end of secondary education in Germany, Merz served in the West German Army as a soldier in a self-propelled artillery unit. In 1972, at the age of 17, he joined the CDU's youth wing, the Young Union, which serves as the joint youth organization of the CDU-CSU coalition in Germany. Membership is open to individuals between 14 and 35 years of age, and the Junge Union claims to be the largest political youth organization in Germany and Europe, boasting approximately 100,000 members. In 1980, Merz became president of the Brilon branch of the Young Union. In 1976, Merz began studying law with a scholarship from the Konrad Adenauer Foundation, a German political party foundation affiliated with the CDU. He first attended the University of Bonn before later transferring to the University of Marburg. At Bonn, he was a member of the Catholic German Student Association, Bavaria Bonn, the oldest Catholic student association in Germany, founded in 1844. The association is part of the Kartellverband, with its members known as Bonn Bavarians. After finishing law school in 1985, Merz became a judge in Saarbrücken. In 1986, he left the judiciary to work as an in-house attorney at law for the German Chemical Industry Association in Bonn and Frankfurt, where he remained until 1989. During the 1989 European Parliament elections, Friedrich Merz ran as a candidate and was successfully elected. He served as a member of the European Parliament for one term until 1994. During this time, he was a member of the Committee on Economic and Monetary Affairs and participated in the Parliament's delegation for relations with Malta. After his term in the European Parliament ended, Merz was elected to the Bundestag in the 1994 German federal election, representing the constituency of Hochsauerland in Western Germany. He became a member of the Finance Committee. In 1998, Merz was appointed vice chairman of the CDU-CSU parliamentary group. In 2000, he was promoted to chairman, making him the opposition leader in the Bundestag against Chancellor Gerhard Schröder, the SPD leader at the time. Following the CDU-CSU's narrow defeat in the 2002 elections, Merz continued as vice chairman under Angela Merkel's leadership. Merz was also a member of the so-called Andean Pact, a secret network of influential CDU politicians formed in 1979 by members of the Young Union during a trip to the South American Andes region. The group opposed Merkel, particularly after she became CDU chairperson. Throughout multiple legislative periods, Merz was known for holding numerous secondary jobs. Between 2002 and 2005, he had 18 additional professional roles, and from 2005 to 2009, he held at least 11. In 2006 alone, he was on the boards of 8 companies. Discussions arose about potential conflicts of interest, leading to a parliamentary mandate requiring members to disclose their secondary income. Merz, who had multiple roles alongside his parliamentary duties, filed a lawsuit with the Federal Constitutional Court alongside 8 other Bundestag members to prevent the disclosure of secondary earnings. In July 2007, the Federal Constitutional Court rejected the lawsuit by a tied vote of 4-4, ruling that parliamentary duties must take precedence and expressing concern over potential bias due to corporate payments. Later, Merz announced that he would not run for any political office in the 2009 elections. After leaving the Bundestag, Merz worked as a corporate lawyer and became a senior counsel at Mayor Braun's Düsseldorf office. In 2010 and 2011, he represented shareholders of Westdeutsche Landesbank, a major German bank based in Düsseldorf, primarily controlled by the state of North Rhine-Westphalia. The bank was once the 3rd largest lender in Germany. In 2012, Merz joined Norbert Röttgen's campaign team for the North Rhine-Westphalia state election as an economic policy advisor. He also served as a CDU delegate in the federal conventions that elected the President of Germany in 2012 and 2017. In November 2017, Minister President Armin Laschet of North Rhine-Westphalia appointed Merz as Commissioner for Brexit and Transatlantic Relations in an unpaid advisory role. During his decade-long career in the private sector, Merz became a board member and chairman of numerous companies, including the German branch of the American multinational investment firm BlackRock. Additionally, he served on the supervisory board of Cologne-Bonn Airport. Merz returned to politics in 2018 when CDU leader Angela Merkel announced her decision to step down. He ran for party leadership, receiving support from former finance minister Wolfgang Schäuble. However, he was narrowly defeated by Annegret Kramp-Karrenbauer, then minister-president of Saarland. After Kramp-Karrenbauer's resignation in 2020 due to internal divisions, Merz ran again in the 2021 CDU leadership election, but lost to Armin Laschet by a narrow margin. Following the CDU-CSU's worst election results in history in the 2021 federal elections, Laschet stepped down, prompting a second 2021 CDU leadership election. Merz announced his candidacy again and won decisively, securing 62.1% of the vote. On 31 January 2022, he officially assumed office as CDU leader. Friedrich Merz is a socially conservative and economically liberal politician who focuses on economic, foreign, security, and family policies. He is considered a representative of the CDU's traditional conservative and pro-business wings. Merz, shaped by his family background, is a staunch anti-communist and a supporter of West Germany's state doctrine, which was a core tenet of the CDU. On migration, Merz has been critical of Angela Merkel's open border policy during the 2015 refugee crisis. He advocates for closing Germany's borders to anyone with invalid documents, with no exceptions, while expediting visa processes for foreign skilled workers. Following the events in Syria in December 2024, Merz called for a rapid remigration of Syrian refugees and a freeze on new admissions. He has also supported the remigration of Afghan refugees back to Afghanistan. A strong proponent of German-American relations, has chaired the Atlantic Brücke Association, promoting transatlantic ties. A staunch EU and NATO supporter, he considers Germany's strongest political allies to be the Western democracies. Recently, he criticized Donald Trump's proposed tariffs on Europe and emphasized the need for a stronger, more independent Germany in Europe. Merz supports a more integrated European Union, advocating closer ties between Germany and France, and endorses the formation of a European army, a stance shared by French President Emmanuel Macron. On China, he has criticized Olaf Scholz's approach, labeling China as a growing security threat and calling for European allies, especially France, to lead negotiations in reevaluating EU-China relations. As opposition leader, Merz urged Olaf Scholz to send weapons to Ukraine and personally visited the country in May 2022. He pushed for supplying German-Swedish Taurus air-launched cruise missiles, but later stated he would not supply them if elected. Merz has expressed openness to discussions with European allies in Russia before approving weapons capable of striking Russian territory. Merz has affirmed the CDU's commitment to addressing climate change, but believes the issue is overrated in political discourse. He opposed the EU's proposed ban on internal combustion and hybrid vehicles by 2035, arguing that technological innovation, not bans, should drive carbon neutrality. Additionally, he has criticized Germany's nuclear phase-out initiated under Angela Merkel, calling it a grave strategic mistake.